Welcome back. I'm so excited to share with you the Consultant Brand Positioning Wheel. I've used a version of this tool for years when I facilitated executive teams in coming up with strategies to make their brands come to life. I created a customized version for consultants when I began to mentor others in their consulting excellence. You will find this tool an extremely useful guide in ensuring that you send out a clear and consistent brand message. It is something that can help you make better brand decisions for yourself, as well as how to give concrete direction to those who might be supporting you with things like web development, graphic design, or other outsourced services. The Consultant Brand Positioning Wheel, as you can see on your screen, there are many ways that prospects and clients form an impression of you. Your name is important in terms of making it easier for prospects to know how to get a hold of you if they have a particular issue or challenge that you are their preferred solution for. Now, you can use your own name or you can make one up. Whatever you do, the goal should be coming up with something that makes you findable. If you have a long track record of success and a lot of people know you, you should definitely consider how to leverage this equity that's in your own name in your practice's name. So now let's talk about your web presence. Again, it's more than an online brochure. It is a critical credibility tool that demonstrates to prospects that you are a legitimate business and one that has the goods to back up whatever you promise. It is a key enabler to landing business as well as justification of higher fees. A big part of your web presence is how you manifest your intellectual property online. Moving on, your products and services and business practices actually go hand in hand because this is how you engage with your clients. So if your web presence creates the strongest first impression, what you do in terms of describing your products and services, your pricing strategy, your payment terms, as well as the whole process and how you establish your partnership with your client creates the strongest lasting impression. I never knew how much until I got a call from Rod, the Senior VP of HR for a large international company. Now, Rod needed my help on a large change project. And what was interesting to me is this isn't the first time that Rod had sought my help. In fact, 2 years prior, we almost worked on an organization design project together, but didn't because I would not accept his desired month-to-month payment terms that included a clause that allowed either one of us to cancel the agreement with only 48 hours of notice. So I explained to him that these terms were just not in the best interest for him or me, but especially him and the organization. So you can imagine my surprise when I got the call for an even larger project. And I was blown away by his explanation. He admitted that he initially thought I was completely nuts to not accept his payment terms because of the size of the monthly amount. But after he got into the work, he understood the ethical dilemma that his payment terms would have created. And he said that he wanted my help now for this even more significant project because he felt he learned so much in our partnership setup conversations than he realized, and that my actions demonstrated to him that I had strong integrity and that he knew he can trust me with something this important to him. So this compliment is something that I would put in my top 10 of most meaningful compliments ever, but it did teach me how important business practices, even your pricing model and terms, are to your brand positioning. So now let's talk about the importance of other clients. Now remember, one of the big indicators of success is that you want the right people to see themselves in the problems or challenges that your consulting solves. Therefore, they have to see that the other clients that you work with or have worked with is either one of them or one that they aspire to be like. I benefit personally a great deal from my Disney background because many smaller companies aspire to Disney success, but I have to be careful. Not everyone has the Disney history and resources, so I have to manage how I position that background so that the other clients are relatable to those clients in the smaller companies that I can also help. The last aspect of the consultant positioning wheel that I want to talk about is your appearance, associates that either you employ or partner with, and your collateral. These three things are less about the substance of your brand, but rather the extension of your brand. Very few people will choose to work with you based on how attractive your business card is, or how nice your suit is, or because you carry a high-end pen. But if you do not pay attention to these things, it can create a barrier. It's like going to a wonderful restaurant and seeing a messy bathroom. You don't choose the restaurant based on the bathroom, but if it's dirty, it creates disconnects and questions. It's like that 1979 penny in that old movie Somewhere in Time. This is a 1980 movie with Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour. And basically, Christopher Reeve stays in this old hotel and falls in love with this old picture of Jane Seymour. He hypnotizes himself to 1912 just to be with her. And all is well because he is firmly in 1912 until he pulls this 1979 penny out from his suit pocket. And then he's thrust out of 1912, gets stuck in 1980, and you can't return. Your collateral, parents, and other associates are like that 1979 penny that thrusts your prospect out of the experience of seeing you as the trusted one to solve their challenges. As a next step, download the worksheet that's associated with this video. And in this worksheet, I will be asking you to do 3 things. First, assess your current positioning messages that are conveyed to your prospects and clients. Second, assess the importance of aligning each of these positioning messages. And third, determine what action to take and in what order. And when you're done, I have 2 videos with Chad Barr, one on web presence and the other on digital empire creation. You will absolutely not want to miss either one of those videos. And then when you're done, join me in part 4 of this series.